What's up, everybody? What's going on? Freddie Trejo, it's me and you, bro. What's up, me and you? Freddie Trejo. How are you, brother? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on today? Let's get the... Come in and hit the like. Come in and hit the like. Help out your boy. Isaac Ramirez, what's up, man? How are you? West Virginia country boy, what's going on? I'm going to finish my coffee. I still got a lot left. I did refill or add a small. Dan, 1995, what up, brother? Rolo, was that you that was in the DLLS podcast that they read your super chat? Was that you, brother? Mouse, what's up? So over it. How are you? How is everybody? How you doing today? Were you in Alabama? How's Alabama? I did hear that. Cooks to the Saints. I did hear that. Randy McIntyre. What's up, brother? Just talked to Primetime Phil. He's not doing a show this weekend. So, maybe we're definitely going to do something tomorrow night and most likely tonight, late tonight. I don't know how late. I got to be at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to the desk, boys. I'm going to the desk for a little bit. Helping out. You will see how long it lasts, but... See, I remember some things so over it. No, not me. I watched it after the live show. The dude Rolo, because he said Rolo, and I'm like, I wonder if it's the same Rolo. Rodgers' meeting in Pittsburgh has ended. Yeah, and now we're hearing, oh, well, the agent's telling Rodgers to slow play it. Flip Shelton, you working, bro? What's up? What's up, Tommy T? How you doing, man? Is the Moses here in the mail? Just got something to say. I believe the Cowboys are going to get at least 2 more players before the draft. Wow. I'll be there. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, brother. Sugar Daddy, my guy, my gamer guy. Well, I don't know if you're a gamer, but I know I see you do. I know I see you playing my son's favorite game. Asia Robertson. Hey, Asia. Looks like the Cowboys are going to draft 2 wide receivers since they won't sign either Amari or Diggs. It's still early yet, Dan. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place when it comes to the draft. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's true, Randy and Dan, 1995, and what's not true. What I can tell you is, if they stick to their board, they won't take Will Johnson. I also will tell you through a source that they love Will Johnson. So let me ask everybody in the chat, if Tet McMillan's there, if Golden's there, and they take Will Johnson, how are you going to feel? Egbuka's going to be there. Now, Jesse Holly will tell you he believes Emeka Egbuka is the best receiver for the Cowboys. He's 6'1" and an eighth. He runs unbelievable routes. He's the most Dak-friendly guy there. Dak struggles against zone coverage, so you need a guy that runs great routes, which is why I was saying Golden over Tet. Which is why I was saying Golden over Tet. But that's not going to happen. And Tet will go before Golden, in my opinion, and that's fine. But for the Cowboys, again, this is where I talk trade down, and everybody goes, oh, you shouldn't do it. Well, listen, if you trade down and you lose Egbuka and you end up with an unbelievable guard in the draft, well, then or a defensive tackle, then I'm okay. Arturo, how are you? Rodgers should sit down. He's the biggest diva. Yeah, he is a diva. I would like Milton for a 6th-round pick. Yeah, Randy, nothing better than a 6th. That's it. That's all you're getting from me. Brandon Cooks is a saint. Yep. We get another comp pick. Hopefully he has a big year. And I say it. I like Brian too. LOL. Asia, I say it like Brian too. Pissed. You would be pissed, right? That's the thing. I know Ultra's a big Will Johnson guy. He loves Will Johnson. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I would be apprehensive. I want to stick to the board. I'm going to be pissed, Randy, if they decide to take Will Johnson because of the position, and everybody has Tet over Will Johnson. Now, they'll window dress their board, and they'll leak out pictures of Will Johnson being ahead of Tet McMillan. Knowing Will Johnson is a good cornerback, I would draft a wide receiver before corner. Dan, I just know that corners without a pass rush, it's hard. I'd rather, everybody's saying, oh, we don't need a running back early because we're not at that point where we're a running back away. Well, I would tell you, the cornerback, I would wait on also because our pass rush isn't where it needs to be to allow a young corner to flourish. That's where I would go. The reason why the Eagles flourished was because their front four was getting pressure. It helps out the young back end. Pause. Meaning your corners. Right? I don't care who you are. Revis Island. If you have to cover for 4 and 5 seconds, you're cooked. If I was a Dallas fan, I would be extremely disappointed. Dallas needs offense more than anything right now. And I know I said I would be upset, but if we traded down and ended up getting an unbelievable guard like a Tyler Booker, then I'm okay. Or even a Josh Simmons. Randy, I would be okay with a Josh Simmons, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that and give up on Guyton this year. But I would be okay in a trade down situation where you're getting another pick. I would be okay with it. Have to watch film. Not sure about these guys for now. Brandon Cooks is a saint. Asia, yes. If we can get a number 1 wide receiver in draft CD. Here's the thing, Moshers. Tet McMillan is a number 1. So to have him at number 2 would be unbelievable. Take a chance trading down. Tim Schulte, what's up, brother? How are you? Trade back, still get top 20 receiver. Yeah. I like the trade with Seattle at 18. I love that trade. But here's the deal. Here's the problem I had with the mock draft yesterday from the draft show. If Seattle's trading up, they're not trading up for Booker. They're trading up for Tet McMillan. So just know that when you trade with Seattle, they're coming up to get McMillan. Randy, would you be okay with dropping from 12 to 18, Seattle coming up and getting McMillan, but you still having your choice of Golden, Egbuka? No, if I was Dallas, I would take Golden. Please go with the... Thank you so over. Brian, I love how you say my name. Asia Robertson. Sorry. Robertson. You don't like Asia? You want Asia? Mouse, you just want us to take Golden because he's small. Nah, he's not that small. Hit the like button. Rolo. Dave Thompson. Rodgers hasn't done much since 2021. He has not. We need a high-impact player like a receiver if Gentry's not there. Everything starts up front. Sugar Daddy. Again, in a trade-down situation, I would take a stud guard. But in Vach Lombardi, shout out to Vach. Him and Broadus, even though Broadus, I'll be nice. Lately Broadus. I don't know, Brian, what's going on with you, brother? But Vach was saying, if we can get Jackson, the guard from Ohio State at 44, I would be thrilled. Are you going to do a live stream tonight? Isaac, possibly. You're going to be seeing a lot of me, but it won't be late because I got to get up early tomorrow. Pause. It's my It's your dad's birthday, Zach Manning. I agree with you, game time, because our offense needs more looking at the yes. Tired of Randy drafting for need instead of for impact. Yes, absolutely, Dan. If you are trying to say I want Dallas to be bad, I could care less. In other words, Dan, you are not a threat. We're a threat, brother. As much as you lost, we're a threat. Book it. Jimbo, what up? Mouse, again, I'm just saying you're not wanting us to draft small. Dan, Golden is going to be tough for anybody to cover one-on-one. So I could care less how small he is. I would be okay with Simmons if we miss on wire. I don't think they would do it, Randy, because he plays left tackle, and they wouldn't give Tyler Guyton one more year. I would say draft him, have Guyton work on the right side with Steele, and then potentially move on from Steele after the year. Thomas Garrett, what's going on? Flip Shelton, I like to trade up for Travis Hunter. Okay, so you like a trading up to number 4 if he makes it to New England. We give up 12.44 in next year's 3. That's a lot. Yes, I'm great with that, Brian. Okay, Randy. At game time, just did some yard work and seeing Cooks went to the Saints. Miguel, I got most of my yard done. I had a tree guy come out and give me an estimate. And $3,000. So that'll happen in about 3 weeks to a month. I mean, isn't Golden like 6'2"? Dan, Golden's like 6 foot, I believe. I think he's like 6 foot. I'm not positive. Yeah. Asia, like the rock group in the 80s. I'm not sure about Genty, a little exposed in a ball game. Tim, I like Genty. He won't be there. What's up with Thomas, brother? You all right, Thomas? I'll streak for Jackson in a second. Yeah. That's what I said, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not streaking. I would go wide receiver, running back, and CB in the first 3 rounds. I would go. Here's the deal, Early on, I'm like, we got to go skill. But if you told me that we went wide receiver, offensive guard, defensive tackle, or defensive tackle, offensive guard, and then get a running back in the 4th round and trade up, I would be better with that. If you're not getting the top 3, just wait. Oscar Perini, Stephen Brown, the man. What could about drafting a new left tackle? That's what I said, Stephen Brown. If we traded down, we could take Will Campbell's dropping. Will Campbell in a lot of the mock drafts are dropping. And if Will Campbell goes before us, then Graham may drop to us. Or Genty will drop to us. That's the thing. If Will Campbell may be on the board at 12, my question to Randy and the draft people, do you like Will Campbell over Josh Simmons? You would take him at 12, or you drop down to 18, possibly still get a Simmons. But you have enough players. You have a window of players. Golden, Egbuka, in any order. Josh Simmons. You know what I mean? Logan, Sugar Daddy, Donnie's drum covers. Game time, great job. You think Milton from New England is a good option? I like him, but I'll give him a 6th round pick. Is that good? And not our 6th. The lower 6, whatever is lower. Golden is 6 feet, 191. There you go, Arturo. Thank you. Dallas can't afford to trade up and lose all the picks. Here's the deal. if you told me that you were getting arguably the best player in the draft and you were only giving up 44 this year, that's how you got to look at it. You're drafting in the first round and you're giving up your second. That's a pretty big deal. And then you could use a couple of your fifths to move back up. My wife is texting me. Golden is my guy. I've been telling Game Time is better than Tet. Yeah, Mouse, I don't know that. I'm very confused, brother. I don't know that I would take a Golden over Tet. I'm going to make it by Sunday. I'm going to do another mock draft on Sunday, 2.0. And I'm going to look at these guys closely. Spell your name wrong by accident. Blue Virus, what's up? Virus, I forgot to tell you yesterday. On the tree estimate, it was $3,100 plus tax after a $500 some sort of rebate. Yeah, they're taking a big tree down with all the branches off of it, grinding the stump and grinding that huge stump in my front yard. I said $3,000 cash, and he said yeah. So that's what the deal was. You can get your starting corner. You can get help or wide receiver. 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, Flip. Again, that's how you would have to look at it. Slide bland into the slot. And now you're cooking with gas. Where is home, Brian? Sounds like allergies are killing you. I live in South Jersey, Tim. I live about 35 minutes from Philadelphia. And about 35 minutes from Atlantic City. I'm right in the middle, right off of the Garden State Expressway there. Or the AC Expressway. Chris May, what's up, man? Wow, that's a lot Game Time, but it's worth it for the yard. Miguel, Blue Virus is in the chat here. And a channel member, Blue Virus. And he said that he does it for a living. It's not a bad deal. Hunter's a great player where we can get a great player at 12. Randy, I like the idea of staying or trading back a little bit with Seattle. And then I like the idea of getting like a Trey Amos in the second round or somebody like that. I like that better. Mark Hutchton. I love Genty. You know, Mark Hutchton, I heard something this... who was it? Oh, it was Nate Newton, Mark. I love Nate Newton. You know, and this is this is a good question for Mark Hutchton and for Randy McIntyre and Thomas Garrett, the elder statesman. Nate Newton said he wouldn't want Genty. You're wasting him. Dallas isn't ready for Genty, meaning their offensive line. My question to you guys is, you guys who remember the 90s, when we drafted Emmett, was our line at peak form year one? That's an honest question, because I don't believe it was. I don't believe in 90 our line was anywhere near what it would turn into. So I think that's a faulty way of thinking, Nate Newton. Let me know. I would rather draft Booker instead of Campbell. Yes, okay. Johnson incoming. Drafting a running back in round 1 is a waste of resources. Charles Budd. Yeah, it is what it is. Knowing the Cowboys, they're going to draft Tyler Booker at 12. I wouldn't hate it. I would trade back. When was the last time we had a good second-round pick? Trayvon Diggs. Milton has a rocket of an arm. I remember him at University of Tennessee. I'll give him a 6th. If Cowboys draft Tyler Booker, the fan base would erupt. Trayvon Diggs was a second-round pick. Boom. That's right. That's right, Charles. You nailed it. Thomas, I love Milton. He also scrambles good. He scrambles eggs. McBuka played a slot. I like... Or Makuba. Awesome, and are they taking the wood? Yeah, they're taking the wood. I asked my wife that. She goes, of course. I'm like, are they taking the wood? Big flocks. We all know that we're going to continue to be a pass-heavy team under Dak. I hope not. Big flock 91. I hope you're wrong, bro. We need to be more 60-40 run, in my opinion. More play action. Mosters, if you can go down to 18 and still get player plant, yes, that's what I would want, Mosters. Hey, Curtis, thank you. I just saw your Facebook post. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis. Will Johnson can play inside as well. You love them, Will Johnson. We'll see, though. That's a good price as I own my own landscaping. Oh, Dustin Roberts. Look at you, bro. I need some landscaping in my front yard. I think I might. Yeah, I'm going to have the guy who takes down my tree give me estimates. We ain't 60% run team. I would like to be 60% is what I'm saying. First day of spring, ladies and gentlemen. Before you know it, Arturo will be hot as you know what. Our O-line on the 90s wasn't good, but Emmett made that line special. Dan, that's what I'm saying. I need to hear from the older guys, too, who remember it. When we drafted Emmett, were we ready to roll necessarily with that offensive line, or did it have to grow into it? Our line wasn't ready for Emmett. They had to grow together. Boom. So why is Nate Newton saying we ain't ready for Ashton Genty? I got a problem with that. Mr. Nate. Had a defensive guy on the offensive line. Yes, that would be Mark Tuinei. Go Cowboys, bruh, moments. Shout out to you. I believe the NFL picked the Cowboys are going to get a quarterback. That's a long time ago. That man been around missing a lot of second round. Flip. Yeah, I know. I feel the Cowboys are going to draft 2 wide receivers because they let... Dan, I don't believe they're drafting 2. Everybody's forgetting about Mingo. I'll be happy if we get 1 early. Again, I don't trust this team anymore drafting. I don't trust their decision-making. They reach for need and window dress their draft board, in my humble opinion. The last time they didn't do that was the Diggs and CeeDee Lamb draft. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a good chance that McMillan's on the board and they're going to take Will Johnson. And I think that's a big mistake. That's all. Frederick Johnson, be honest, brutally honest. If Tet wasn't 6'5", would he be blowing up so much? What is his eye? He like when a ball is up in the air, Frederick Johnson, he comes down with it 99% of the time. It's not a 50-50 ball. You know how they call, hey, like the corner route into the end zone, 50-50? No, it's like 90-10. He catches it. That's the thing. But I did pick Golden over him earlier in the week, so I'm not going to argue. McQuamu. Okay, I got you, Charles. I like McQuamu. We got him for 1 year. So I'm with you. Brian, 94 says Eagles trade to Micah Parsons. It is annoying now. Yeah, Logan, again, makes no sense. If we're going to trade Micah, we're going to trade him to Tennessee or New England. Again, I will repeat my trade. Micah Parsons to New England for their number 4, their second-round pick this year, and the number 1 pick next year. Micah to New England for number 4, their second-round pick, and their number 1 next year. And there might be more, but that's the main. So would you do it? Micah for number 4. So you get Travis Hunter there, or whoever you want. Let's say, me, I would probably want to have, I would probably take Travis Hunter there. So you get Travis Hunter. You get the best. You can go with Tet McMillan or whoever. How are you doing? BDJs. No, I like the guy we brought in. Drew, how are you, brother? I missed having you on the live stream, man. We got to get together soon. Matt Eberflus was specifically in Michigan. Yeah, I know. You're hitting this right in the gut. Nobody wants Will Johnson. When we drafted Emmett, we were 6-8 that year we played. Randy, I just don't appreciate Nate Newton saying we're not ready for this, we're not ready for that. Either were you, bro. In 90, we weren't ready for Emmett necessarily, but you take the best player available. That's what I'm saying. Nate Newton is window dressing his shit. That's not the way you draft. Take the best player. Ryan, our line was not ready. Oscar, there you go. Our O-line was ready for Drew. Nate has been saying what I've been saying for the last year. But I think he's wrong. And, let's see. Dane Brugler mentioned Mingo. Yeah, I mean, Mingo is going to be a part of this, people. Which, you know, who knows? My next mock may not be a wide receiver. Because they consider Mingo a real viable option. And don't forget about one Stephon Diggs out there. Will Johnson is better than Ted. Ultra, you're killing me. No, honestly, Mingo really didn't have a chance to prove anything like that. No, he didn't, Randy. He didn't. Will was hurt last year. He goes top 5 in last year's draft. Ultra, I hope he goes before our pick. I don't want no part of it. You're keeping in mind there are going to be a lot of players released after the draft. Yeah, there will be. Yeah, they are, Drew. They're full of crap. No, I'm keeping Parsons. Okay, cool. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying I'm throwing it out there. Can we get a third for an injured Diggs? Dave, no. The contract doesn't allow it. The contract does not allow it. Jordan Schultz said Jerry would never trade Micah. There it is. Everybody knows Dane Brugler. Vinny Hagen, there he is. Happy birthday to Vinny Hagen's wife. Travis Hunter is not going to make an impact like Parsons. No, but Charles Budd, you could get a Travis Hunter and then you still have your 12th pick. Or you could take Mason Graham at 4 and then take Will Johnson at 12. I might jump on tonight. Yeah. If I do it, it'll be late. But I got to get up early. So, definitely tomorrow night. The Tet bust. Oh, shit. Ultra's calling him a bust. Cowboys don't like Will Johnson. They love him. Ignore Nate Newton. Parsons is in his prime. Should have been signed. Charles Budd, I agree with you. We waited. Nate is wrong. We need speed at wide receiver. Man. Vinny, no worries, man. Jeff Lee, how are you? Will Johnson shut down the top 10 draft picks. I hope you're right, Ultra. I hope you're right. I'm just as scared. Hello, Timothy Looper coming in with a minute to go. He's coming in at the end. He's coming in at the tail end. Yeah, so. Dan, Mike is a great talent. I don't think he fits the Eagles' culture. Receiver in the second round, that would be good enough. Mark Hutchinson, I don't think, if we don't take one in the first, I don't think we're taking one in the second. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't draft a receiver until like round 5. I know that's shocking, but again, when you factor in Mingo and you factor in a veteran, yeah, I mean, after the draft, I think that is a real possibility. Bring back Jimmy. But all right, everybody, I'm out of here. Everybody hit the like button for me on the way out. I would appreciate it. And stay tuned for tonight. I'm going to try and do a live stream. But we'll see. It may not happen because I got to get up very early in the morning. So if I don't go anywhere, I'll definitely do one. But I think I got to go to Philly tonight. So stay tuned. Make sure your bell notifications are on. I'll talk to you later. Bye.